You, KCTV5's Neil Jones is working from home, and he's willing to bet that life will never be the same again.
This pandemic has changed our lives in ways we haven't seen since World War II. The question is, how long will those changes last? So here's my prediction of the top 5 ways our lives will change even after the pandemic's over. Number 5, companies will cut their in-house office staff. With much of their workforce officing from home, companies could greatly reduce their office space, cutting overhead costs. The Boston Herald reports that working from home is, quote, the new normal and is likely to become permanent. It's being called the death of the cubicle. Actually, I heard that from either the president or my boss. I always get them mixed up. Number 4, wives and girlfriends will continue their social distancing. I haven't come within 6 feet of my wife and daughter since they returned from a spring break trip to Mexico 13 days ago. My little girl seems to miss her dad's hugs and kisses, but her mom seems quite content to keep me at a distance. And when I say distance, I mean like 20 feet away. Number 3, Business Insider predicts a shift in geopolitics. I don't even know what that means, but I do know this. Office politics used to be based on whether or not you were good at your job. But in the age of the coronavirus, being young and healthy trumps age and experience. Cancer treatments have left me with a compromised immune system. And I've had pneumonia like 5 times over the last 25 years. Maybe that's why my boss hired a young guy to take over some of my duties. The only reason I don't feel threatened by any of that is the fact that my boss truly cares about me. I know that because he keeps calling me to see if I'm running a temperature yet. The point is, to many employers, young and dumb is better than old and experienced. Number 2, increase spying on employees. If they're on a company system, your employer has a legal right to read your emails. The Wall Street Journal reports that companies claim that they can spot problem employees earlier by spying on them. Now, apparently Channel 5 is no longer using my company laptop to spy on me after an unfortunate incident earlier this week. What's wrong with my boxers? Wait, how do you know I have boxers on? Look, companies want to make sure that working at home means actually working, not rewatching the Chiefs Super Bowl game for the 20th time. And the number 1 change that will continue after the pandemic, the rise of virtual business. Medical offices are seeing an explosion in the number of patients they're seeing via video conferencing. And universities are finding out right now whether remote learning can replace bricks and mortar college campuses. But how are you supposed to have a fraternity party via long distance? Riddle me that, computer geeks. But I am having trouble with my laptop. Could you give me a hand? According to Business Insider, many companies are realizing they can do business not face-to-face, but by video conferencing, leading to staff reductions. And as Forbes puts it, smaller staff equals bigger profits. Of course, some things need to be done in person, like talking to your boss.
Hey guys, I don't think they want you in here.
I'm Neil Jones, and no, I'm not dead yet, and that's this week's Top 5.
I wouldn't even let you in if there wasn't a pandemic.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, no comment on that one. Neil in boxers, I think we're scarred for life now, Gary.
Yeah, he's had some pretty crazy wardrobes over the past couple of months, but this one may be the one that takes the cake.